Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to more BTS Americas 4. We are still in round number 2, and a scandalous little matchup we got right here. It's Shazam versus the E.Wolves. KotLGuy going to be bringing you the play-by-play, and I'm going to be joined again from my good buddy RyuUboruZDotA remotely through the magical world of Skype. Ryu, welcome back, my friend. Now we see E.Wolves up one game. We don't know if this is going to be the last tournament they ever play in, or not, but they are definitely playing this one pretty seriously and have already taken the game 1 win. Where do you think Shazam feel right now, and do you think they're going to be able to shake off game 1 and get a 2-run comeback?
Yeah, they might just need to put Mojo on something better than OD. Like I talked about earlier, his OD, when I saw it the other day, it was very underwhelming and a little bit lackluster. In this game, it was the same story. Maybe not all his fault, but still at the end of the day, you have to make big plays when you're OD, big sanities eclipse. You need to turn up to the team fights. It didn't happen. Brax fed a lot that game on his Furion, so that didn't help out a lot. They didn't get all the initiations that they could or would have hoped for. But we'll have to see how they switched up. I think they just need to draft a little bit different now and change it up.
For people out there who don't know, this is RyuUboruZDotA, by the way. And, we should know who you are, of course, but I'm sure there's people who come in here and they're like, how dare they say that about MSS? Come on, RyuUboruZDotA has been around. Stellar mid laner, part of E-Hug, pretty boy swag, if you will.
Pretty boy swag.
When the Cloud9, or not Cloud9, Speed Gaming got their epic MLG run, yeah, pretty boy swag was there too. All right, this guy knows what he's talking about, so don't just kind of brush him aside there. But, for MSS, we know him also to be a very high-caliber player. He's got probably one of the deepest hero pools this side of the Mississippi, and will be able to pull out something new and fresh. Because the OD, it didn't feel like a dominating OD. We'll have to see what the decision's going to be. But E.Wolves, what was dominating for them, man, that Smash Invoker was ridiculous. It felt a bit skeptical to go for the early boots of travel, but the second he put those shoes on, man, he went right to work. And it was just out of control. So not going to be surprised they go for it again. But look at the new fresh faces we're going to be seeing coming out here for Shazam. They lead in with an early Darkseer. They're leaving out the Oracle, which is something I know Mystico has gone with in the past. So we could see it here. But they also followed up with what used to be a Savage Classic when he was a part of Cloud9. This is going to be the Bounty Hunter game. And no, E.Wolves again will be going for the Crystal Maiden Ryu. They love it.
I would have loved to see Oracle.
Yeah.
There was no other hero to pick this time around. That was the perfect pick. In all case, you can just purge every single thing. You purge track, you purge the Iron Shells early on, you purge Surge. What more can you ask from a hero to counteract both of their first 2 picks? And
maybe it was a bit too obvious to go for it, and they felt it was a trap laid out from Shazam, and they're like, forget it.
You're not dumb, KotLGuy, and I know for sure I'm not dumb. What is this? It just blows my mind.
They love Crystal Maiden, man. They're waifu or something.
Really
Waifus, those are things,
game.
right? Crystal Maiden waifu or something. We'll have to see. But
10 seconds. They just want to sleep with her, man.
Yeah, right? They can try, but,
5 seconds
maybe in League of Legends or something. Puck, though, going to be banned out. Something that Mojo can kind of, get a bit more rambunctious on, and that would be very good to control this Invoker a bit. Obviously, great team fight synergy with the Darkseer here. I could even see Shazam just go back again for like the Sven. We get the vacuum pull back here. Really sad that Earth Spirit's been banned out again. The hero's just, I guess, going to be first ban priority until he gets changed in some way. Do you think that is justified? In my opinion, before I go to your opinion, in the right hands, yes, he is definitely first ban material here. When you're talking about your Jerix's, your Fears. But for a lot of these second-tier teams, I see more often they'll miss a Rolling Boulder and end up feeding over First Blood and stuff like that. Do you think he's still that much of a problem that he does deserve the first ban regardless?
Dire team pick.
If you're not planning on
getting, if you miss that first Rolling Boulder, it doesn't even matter because you just come back in like 10 seconds later, Rolling Boulder, and you actually hit it, and he's fucked.
Yeah.
Just the hero's completely boned. He has to use a salve already. It's like, oh, it's like you're playing against a bounty hunter. And, that's the thing. I was talking a bit to Synderen, and he was kind of like telling me some things as the patch kind of came out, and I was like, well, since they kind of nerfed the gold and stuff and everything, I thought Bounty Hunter would still be a big thing in the new meta. And I really expected him to be highly up there with the Earth Spirit because they're both filling the same roles. Like, they both roam constantly and put pressure. And the thing I hate about Bounty Hunter the most is when you play pubs and you're playing a support, which I've been playing a lot of support recently.
Good for you.
You're forced to be that sentry ward carrier, that dust carrier, and you're so poor you don't even get your.
The problem is for you, Ryu, is that you've been a big mid laner, and you know what it's like to have a lot of farm and gold. See, I've always lived the life of peasantry as a support, so I'm always just expecting to have to get a lot of sentries and wards because otherwise my team is like, what are those items? What are those? So when you're coming from a life where you've had a lot of farm and success and we're in the spotlight, let me welcome you over to the world of support where it's just it's awful and your soul dies.
Your soul does die because you're against these invis heroes sometimes and you just can't do shit about it.
This is why I love Earth Spirit though, and you were playing him a lot. It's like you get to be a support who does awesome shit and looks cool, and you get the style on people and just really be a game changer. You know, some games you get to be that with like a Tusk and stuff, but others, your soul dies,
Well, this game, we're going to be having a vengeful carry? I'm not sure, because normally it is a good pick here. Maybe it block picks them picking a Bat Rider, per se. Counteracts the hero in a lot of ways. But you can still put a lot of pressure on in the early game if the Bounty Hunter's not camping you in the top lane. It'll only be a Venge +1. But what will Elite Wolves here? Go for the off lane. There's potentially... We're going to have no Van Slardar. There's no more Beastmaster. You said he doesn't really play Lone Druid, so
I mean, not that I've seen much of. I mean, pull out a classic AM pick. I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe Earthshaker.
Maybe Earthshaker here. Could be support roaming around.
It means what it reads to me is that they are going to go with something for Van to pull out in the late game. Maybe you just want to have Earthshaker so you have that good fortitude in your base, a good high ground defense, a good stalling capability, and able to allow Van to kind of be a problem in the late game here. So we could be seeing like a Morphling or a AM or something like that. I don't know. Spectre. Can't count out Spectre.
We'll how greedy do they want to play? I mean, those are
very
some heavy late game heroes that can be punished easily early on.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
With having a Venge Spectre Bounty Hunter, could be potentially roamed upon. But with that Earthshaker pick, you know, you can pick I think you can get away with picking a greedier carry now for Shazam.
But you also want to, you know, there's a Spectre.
Yep.
You also want to go maybe big push together because it's a Bounty Hunter, and we know Bounty Hunter is a problem in the early game, but if you're able to make it through that, and you got a good 5-man, you can push forward here. I wonder if this could be an offlane Earthshaker. I wish it was, and they could still go for like an Enigma or something like that, but I don't think they're going to do anything like that. Chen, you know, something that they can push with. Push, baby. But we'll see. If it's not going to be an offlane Earthshaker, then they still need an offlane grab. Obviously not smart to go with a Bat Rider. That Vengeful Spirit's already out there, but, I mean, Tidehunter, maybe? What do you think about that?
5 seconds remaining.
Or something that can be a problem for Spectre? I don't know. Dual lane setup?
At this point...
Reserve time.
Tide isn't too bad. I mean, we would never think of picking Lifestealer. It's just like one of those heroes you will see once in a blue moon. It's like picking a Terrorblade. It's like, when do you actually know you can get away with getting a pick like this?
It's so weird. You know, and this Lifestealer pick does feel extra just far-fetched because, one, there's not really a big vehicle for him to work with. I guess a Ghost Walking Invoker or a Blinking Earthshaker's pretty cool, but it's not like as smooth as like what a Storm Spirit used to be, or a Puck, or anything like that. And it's not like it's like, oh my god, there's so much magical burst on the other team. We need a guy who has an incorporated BKB just to survive. I mean,
I think it's really good though because
it's good for
he's just going to go into the Ancient, and then they have no physical DPS whatsoever from Shazam. All of it's magical right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the Venge, but she's a support hero. She's not going to be dishing out a lot of damage onto the Ancient. So once Lifestealer gets at level 6, once he gets that Black Dragon, hopefully, he can just split push wherever he wants. And I think that's going to help out a lot. He can farm up a quick Radiance, probably the same speed, if not faster than the Spectre. And he can just go around team fighting constantly. And that Zeus ban was pretty obvious in my mind for anybody who doesn't know, who hasn't been playing pubs for the last 3 months. Jeez. Nothing more said.
It would be so. It would have been perfect for him because they can. Yeah, obviously the global factor there. They could have had an easy ward detector. You know, had they have the bounty hunter already on their team.
10 seconds.
That would have been just wonderful. I mean, you are going to be picking into a lifestealer, but I think it still would have just fit the bill so nicely. The nice thing with lifestealer being able to man mode against the Spectre is his rage just totally negates dagger, desolate, and dispersion altogether. So he can definitely take her in a bit of a man fight. So for Shazam now, they got to round things up. It's time to get a mid laner here, the Mojo hero. I mean, OD's still out there, but that is not going to be the choice. Templar Assassin will be the grab. Don't get to see this lady as often anymore, but it's dire side. There's the stack potential, and her along with his bounty hunter could lead to a serious snowball game.
Oh, this is, yeah, like you said, it could snowball very effectively. They have Venge and TA for Roche. They also have the chase potential out the wazoo. I mean, Trax, Surge, you know, even and the deceleration coming in from psionic traps. So, but at the same time, there's a huge flaw with their lineup. They have 0 D push, and it's all like single target bursting down heroes, and that's where a lone druid is really good here. It's going to help them disengage if they ever want to. And they're also going to have, like you talked about, the rage from Lifestealer. It's really good for man moding against all of these heroes besides the TA. But let's see if they have anything to really cancel out TA's refractions. That's another thing. Invoker can do it. A Lone Druid, if he gets a good route, that'll help out a lot once he has the Radiance online as well. But right now, who do you favor, KotLGuy?
Well, in this particular game, I don't know, man. I find myself kind of...
Is it 50-50 for you?
50-50, yeah. Maybe. I mean, Elite Wolves, I kind of respect the Lifestealer pick now more and more a bit. And with the Lone Druid kind of being the cherry on top, I feel like it's a lot of pressure on Shazam to get a lot with like this Bounty Hunter in the early game, getting track gold at a respectable time, the TA having maybe some stacks and some serious farm gains. If that doesn't work out, I don't see the Spectre ending up being a big factor in the late game if it just all fell apart at the start, but... We'll see.
I think the biggest thing for me is who's going to get the Radiance, right? Is it Lifestealer or is it Lone Druid? That's the biggest thing I want to see right now because Shazam's lineup is so greedy. They can't really push towers. They can't really do anything. And I think they're going to get heavily outfarmed by Elite Wolves. So, and going into the later stages of the game, we saw how amazing Invoker was from Smash. And I just don't see Shazam, you know, pulling it out in the later stages of the game. And like you said, I don't think the Bounty Hunter is going to get enough done early on, so
we'll see. We'll see indeed. Begins. And Elite Wolves will easily secure the top room. That one obviously going to be going the way for Smash, who will be playing his Invoker. And on the other side, Mojo Stormstout will shelf the OD and pull out a Templar Assassin here. So I already wagered that this is going to be a nice fit for him. And we'll see how much effectiveness is going to have. But look at this early game here. Antics. Oh, they drop a sentry. The dust comes out. They still get the vision here for SVG. And the jig may be up. They're going to hustle for it. Even Smash coming in. It's a 4-on-1. And it will be a first blood. And it goes to Smash. He'll pick up that one here. A nice early boost for him.
That helps out tremendously, too. Because that's the timing window that you have for the Invoker in the mid lane. Where he gets absolutely crapped on by the TA early on. Because he's going for this Quads Wex build, he has to get his phase boots in order to last hit effectively.
Yeah.
And this will be interesting now that he's got that first blood, and they know where the Bounty Hunter is. Now they can start playing a little bit more greedy in the lanes.
I mean, we did see also Shazam play a bit greedy there once they saw the 4-man commitment for the Bounty Hunter kill. Brax really turned it up on his Darkseer. He's already level 3, and it's just over 1 minute in, Ryu. So he is definitely trying to get the most out of the lane while he can. And now that Savage has made his approach, they have flanked and pincered in Masoku. That's an easy kill for him with the Ion Shell damage. It's just overwhelming and will lead to an easy 1-1 split.
Yep. And now they're pinging. They want to kill off this bear. They have the Ion Shell double here. Nope, not just yet. Brax is still pretty low on mana. He has the Mango to work with.
And Mango is waiting here. Oh, yep, that again. That is double takedowns. Masoku, the double Ion Shell, folks. Level 2 now.
Brax?
Mango popped. He wants the bear. He's got it. Brax has easily made up for the early game with that little bounty hunter takedown.
Oh,
he's got 1,000 gold, 1,600 net worth. He's level 4. We're only 2 minutes in. He's going to get arcanes. Are you serious now?
2 minutes in. Not bad. Not
Very
bad
nice.
at all.
Wow. It's a Dark Seer, though, but
Dire's
still.
bottom tower is under attack.
This just gives him such an early boost, and now Savage with that level 2 Ion Shell is going to force E.Wolves all the way back. And the slow, and the Ion Shell, and the And now we see
They just smoked under the ward in the mid lane, and it was immediately pinged out. So they're doing this rotation already early on, but Mojo knows. And interesting enough, I was talking to him before the series started. I'm like, hey Mojo, you changed your name back to Mojo Stormstout instead of MSS. I really like that.
That is not vintage. I don't know.
It's like people complain about me when I start calling people by their, names or something. Like, why do you call MSS Mojo? Well, I've known him for so long as Mojo. It's like, how do I change it? Oh, Courier!
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, Savage is back, and this time he'll be able to get the courier down. This make things even more swimmingly already for Shazam, and is forcing E.Wolves to really try to get this Venge. There's a nice block off with the fissure. Magic Missile stun will prolong things a bit, but there's no help nearby here for the little lady until it's TC who ends up sweeping in with the nice dagger. And that is it. They will retreat back and out.
Bottom lane, they're diving heavily. They also has SVG. Do they have roots available? No.
Oh no, Savage goes in. He's going to get another Ion Shell. That's 2 Ion Shells now out. They need the slow. If he's able to connect, and it almost did there, but the Savage Roar comes out. They still want it though. They know no help's coming in, but as I say that, there goes your first TP. It's going to be on Mystico here. He's got a clarity, so he's got enough for a stun. He's waiting for a block in right under the tower. There it is, and it's perfectly done when the tower is able to connect. But Brax will TP on out of there. He makes it back in the base. He's going to be good. He is level 6 now, folks. 4 minutes in, has a Soul Ring, has Arcanes. Holy man, he is big.
And Van almost going down on the top lane here. Only 78 HP. Needs to be careful. He has a Fairy Fire to work with if anything becomes too drastic. And this is just Elite Wolves playing very aggressive early on, and their smoke ganks aren't working out. The first one was only on a support bounty hunter, and he's made up for it bottom lane once again, or top. My bad. Van playing way too aggressive here.
He's definitely very frisky this series. Bottom lane, though, Savage has made his move and will be able to get a kill onto Mystico. Shazam, really out for blood now. No, not going to get the cold snap off. Gets the auto attack, but sleeping at the wheel will not be able to get the easy pick off. E.Wolves has now made his rotation towards the mid lane. This is when you know something is not going right. Mojo's now going to have to deal with the Lone Druid here. But Smash isn't swapping lanes. He's now back at mid lane. Maybe Lone Druid will reside in the jungle from here on out. I'm not too sure.
I don't even know what's going on in this game. We have a Lone Druid sharing lanes in the mid. He could be bursted down here.
This is now a pub.
It's we thought we're wrong in both games. We thought Bounty Hunter wouldn't have as much of an impact, and we thought Shazam would have an amazing later game, and both are becoming wrong.
Yeah, you really don't bank, especially after they even got him down. I mean, Brax just went on all cylinders there in the bottom lane, and this Darkseer is still highest net worth in the game. You just don't see that very often. And we were talking a bit about who we thought was the best offlaner before. Brax trying to get himself on the top of that list with a performance here. Yeah, against just Elite Wolves, but still recognizing the potential to be able to take advantage of the lane when everybody's going for the Bounty Hunter. Now, have I caster cursed him? We'll see. Looks like he's got the surge off. He's making a hasty retreat. The tornado, though, is going to be there. The damage is coming in. Is it going to be enough vacuum to pull him back and stay back? But it's not going to be enough. Brax does end up going down, but there was a trade.
Got the wrap around top lane
top
here.
lane,
Stun
yeah.
coming out.
And they get Mystico. They might. He gets the stun off. Meanwhile, Savage has been just doing absolute work. They will get Mystico down, but Savage picks up another, this time with the follow-up. He's able to get the kill onto Smash. He'd been eating a lot of damage under that tower, and now he is about to be level 6.
About to kill Evo.
And they're going to kill Evo with the Haunt. This is just a Shazam slaughterhouse now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, what can you say, man? Shazam have showed up towards this game. As you said, Brax just doing an amazing job right now. JSN, he's looking for the curve. They scouted him out. Here we go. Mid lane support on support action, and creeps are going to help.
Boom! Oh, not enough to be able to save Vengeful Spirit, but Mojo gets the easy pick. Will end up going into a tornado, though. And now E.Wolves on the fight back will be able to get off the stun, and Crystal Maiden will get the last laugh. Ha! Baited from the grave.
Under attack.
Oh, he's got a Black Dragon too, and he's level 6 now. What more can you ask for a life stealer? They also got that Arcane Aura. He's gonna actually be able to go into it relatively soon, but how is SVG level 6? This is absurd.
Got that sweet double kill just earlier. He now has track. Already see one there on the Mystico, so this is when the game really can get ridiculous. Benefiting from already the track gold this early on. It's only about 8 minutes in. Now they move in. The dust has been popped, but they're not going to be able to catch Savage with it. He'll move back and away, but here comes help. Brax is here. He's level 8 now, and he's getting closer to an early mech. When you're just hoping to kind of barely, you have your arcane boots normally by now, and just kind of like, okay, I'm doing fine. Maybe I'll poke at the tier 1. I mean, this bottom lane is just his.
Yep, and they really need to have a sentry ward behind this tower. This is a freshly planted ward, and they just had, yep, there we go.
Radiant's
good job
tower
recognizing
is
that
under
there's
attack.
Potential for a ward to be there and just scouting out. Mid lane needs to be denied and
Radiant
fortified. There we go.
are fortified.
Bounty Hunter has 1,500 gold on top of the arcane boots he already owns as well. What do you, with this much gold this early, what do you go for? I mean, it used to be a lot like early medallion. Do you think that's something still of value to them, being on the dire side, even with the recent medallion nerfs?
I was thinking of the same thing. Oh, hold that. M-God's dead.
Dire's top tower is under
They
attack.
get their quick catch there, and support goes down. And the rich get richer.
I mean, at this point in the game,
Or
he's just
Blink.
going to stomp everyone. He could just go a Dagon,
Yeah,
and it won't even matter, it feels like.
Dagon would be just no mercy mode right now for Savage.
It's DM mode.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
You know what? Why not, though? This early, that's free kills on the majority of their team. Easily, Masoku dead, free track money there. Tornado in. They're looking to go for TC. And EMP will connect. There's a cold snap. There's a kill. They got him. They got him.
You will make a nice
Jason now will
Dire's
retreat.
top tower
Comes
is
Savage
under
now, and
attack.
unfortunately, he doesn't have that Dagon yet.
Meanwhile, for the last 3 minutes, the Ancient Black Dragon's been doing work on the top lane. He's already farmed up 2,400 right now.
Oh, wow.
For the for Lifestealer, and this is looking very worrisome. I guess this is why they pick it, right? You get the Arcane Aura with the Black Dragon, so you can spam out the fireballs. But CM's only level 4. Plays aren't coming into fruition.
Yeah, but you can see the potential slowly building up, but are they going to have a way to deal with this dragon right now? TC's just kind of eyeballing it a bit, and you'll see. I want to see more fireball action here. 300 radius, 85 damage per second. 10 seconds, man. That is just... Look at that. That is better than
When I
Jakiro.
first saw this, I said Lifestealer was going to be OP, but then I realized that the fireball wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. TC once again?
Yep, they might get him here, and it's just a swarm. Even an Echo? Come on. The BM coming out from Mystico. He was angry. He was 0-3 coming into that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He really wanted to get a kill. He got it there. Problem is that the pointy-headed master here in the bottom lane, Brax, is just still the biggest and swollest one of all, it feels. Level 9 now, pushing towards the tier 2. His mech is, well, pretty much done. And even Mojo has been just hanging in the mid lane like, no problem, guys. They're dealing with everyone else. They can jump TC. He's going to be going probably right for a Desolator soon.
I mean, they've been doing a good job from E.Wolves, killing off 3 big cores in the last 3-4 minutes, and that's just them coming back into this game. They were once down like 7,000. Now
in a
only
sentry.
down 4.
Savage is in a sentry that was just planted from Masoku, and he will be easily killed. He decided to go for drums with that heavy bit of gold there. Maybe it's the smart utility.
Lifestealer has a relic already, and it's 11 minutes in.
You know what, though? I would rather have this than jungling Lifestealer.
Yes.
That's for sure. Oh, bottom lane. EMP catches onto Brax, just boasting about him a bit, but now we're going to see a turnaround. Jumping from Jason with a magic missile, the Haunt from TC will be able to get the kill onto Smash. Shazam get their own response. I believe that's going to be the first wall of the game. And that will help secure. Mechanism is now done. It just needs to get to him. And it looks like for Shazam, they'll hang around this bottom lane and continue to do some work. Even Mojo has shown up. He's got that first Mithril Hammer. Jason getting a lot of damage from the fissure. And he's able to stay alive. They get the kill on Masoku, and this will award them an easy secured Tier 2 tower. They're looking to kind of turn up the tempo a bit. This Lifestealer is starting to farm pretty big, and I don't think Shazam want him to even feel comfortable this game.
Yeah, and as well as Evo, they kind of have two cores going off on their own, just farming up a Storm.
Yep.
And even though you do have the TA and the Spectre, I don't know if it's going to be enough when you're going up against this lone Druid, but obviously we've been talking about Brax, how he's been playing like a monster this game. He has his mechanism finished. He has, most importantly, up his levels. He's only level 9. Once he gets one more, that's when the vacuum plays are going to be coming in. And mid lane, they could have the swap. Oh, not level 6 yet.
Janata will connect. Shuriken going to get going out as well, but not enough of burst to get him. Jason going to be forced to TP, but not going to be making it out easy. Fissure connection. Van just goes in the open wounds. 1-for-1 trade, but Ewo goes down, makes it a big purse here for Shazam, and they want more. Making a move for Smash. Echo comes out from Mystico, but it's not going to have the damage follow-up. Easy cleanup for Mojo. Smash ends up with a double with a turnaround kill onto Savage. And we walk away from this fight with a 2-for-2 trade. Still able to take down Ewo is a really nice prize for Shazam. The net worth is going to be just about even.
Yeah, that's really good for Elite Wolves trying to make pressure when the Spectre Haunt is down. But at the same time, Evo is making huge misplays this game. I don't know why, but he could have ultied easily and dodged the Shuriken toss, and he would have lived. I'm curious why he's not tanking up.
Oh! Mojo crosses paths with not one but two from Elite Wolves here. TC quickly jumps in with the Haunt, and they're going to get the kill on the Crystal Maiden. Now they look for Smash. Do they have the chase potential? I don't think so. Now that Mystico's shown up, they're not going to be able to pursue, and it's a Haunt committed, and they will get a nice little CM takedown.
Yep, and meanwhile, Lifestealer dodges the gank here in the bottom lane, set up by SVG and Brax. Just going into this Cardi, going around. Sad thing is, they've blocked off his Ancients right now, and...
Catches out Savage, who walks under a Sentry. There's a ton of them, man. I think he maybe should consider investing in a... Is it scary to invest into a gem when you have the Bounty Hunter on your team? Because I feel like they could really take over the map if they had the benefit of something like that.
I think the biggest thing right now for Shazam is them not doing Roche before... Like, they have all the Tier 1 towers, and they still haven't done Roche. That shows you how inexperienced a team they are. They could easily have done it by now. They have level 2 in Wave of Terror. They don't even need the Desolator online. That's my biggest thing. Even though they have it now.
I mean, they'll be able to do it faster, but I agree with you. It's definitely past your usual quota. 5 minutes too late. Nonetheless, they will be able to get the Roche. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a change. Now, I don't know the exact numbers, but Roche will be a bit stronger now by the time the 15-minute mark hits. Something around that time. Someone else knows more about it. I saw a thread about it, but...
It's like 500 HP per minute, and I don't know if it's... yeah, I still don't think they could easily just make the play, right? You just have TA, refractions up, keep spamming out the Wave of Terror. You also have runes to work with, could have a double damage potentially, and so it's... When you have the map control, you need to utilize it. It's not even for the first... The earlier it is, the better, because then you want to end the game by like 30-35 minutes when you have the third Aegis and the cheese. That's how Dota works. That's all about the timings that we talk about.
Ryu, can you do me a favor and make sure your open mic is on for this one? I don't think there's a lot of people watching in Dota TV because I'm not even sure this is exactly ticketed, but nonetheless, in case there is a small audience, we want to make sure everyone can hear your beautiful voice there. So, all right, as long as it's good to go on your end, then don't even worry about it. It looks like Mojo, after clearing out the Roche, holding the Aegis here, is going to be able to work into the stack, and we'll slaughter it apart. While that's happening, though, it's Van who moves on to a killing spree. They're going to get the jump and find out Savage again, man. There are sentry wards all over the place, man. Look at this. Look at this. They're just riddled throughout. Who is it? It's Crystal Maiden, probably, right?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Masoku.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I counted 10.
They're just like, enough is enough.
That's 1,000.
Swap
Gold.
back, 300 gold awarded to MSS. That's pretty much as good as a hero takedown there. They'll take that one, and MSS, if he wants a Blink Dagger, he's about to have it. Just needs to step off for this little camp, and could be able to pick it up here in the side shop. Oh, he's going to sell the bottle and grab it. Okay. Oh, Dust Pop, man. They are just... Savage has got to feel like, man, there's a lot of hate his way. I don't blame him. Bounty Hunter's been a big problem, but... they're really making sure they keep him in check, and this time Van will be sport
I think I found a
golem.
bug. So it says Granite Aura increased 15% HP for Spirit Bear, but his health is always 2,700.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Does he have the buff on him? He does.
It does.
Oh,
I rolled
hey, pull back. Wall is there. Fissure's going to be connecting. Misco
Echo.
can't get off the Echo. There it will go off. It's going to be enough to finish off Jason, but he could lose his own life. They can't get the finish, though. He's tracked up. There it is. It's going to be a bounce coming out from Savage with the nice Hurricane. Nice trap will slow down E.Wolves. Sideblade finishes it off, and it's going to be another track kill. We're hustling up to make our way towards Smash, and they got him down. Double kill for Savage. How many tracks were in that as well? At least 3. We look at the gold swing. It's 3,000 gold for Shazam. About the same for XP. And they're not done yet. They're looking to go for the golem, and they trap him, and they block him. Nice blinking from Brax. Can he quick get the rage off? He can. He goes for the TP. Do they have the burst? They do. Gem on the ground as well. That was a treasure mine of just absolute wonderful wealth coming the way of Shazam.
That was a huge misplay coming in from the Lifestealer there at the end as well. Like, he could have came out of the ulti from the Granite Golem, and he could have killed off TC on the Spectre, and then it would have been a 2-for-4 trade. Sure, you might have given over 2 track kills, but halting the Spectre's item progression is going to help out a lot. Obviously, Mojo is feeling a lot more comfortable this game onto the TA. He's been doing an excellent job in the team fights, not getting picked off. He's initiating perfectly. So it's good to see him back in action this time around.
Lone Druid makes his return back into the farm, has to do it with his bear from a safe distance away. Doesn't know exactly what kind of vision is going to be out there. But now they have this gem. And I'm sure Savage would love to go out there, kill a courier, and then get rid of all these freaking wards, man. What was that courier doing there? Was that on the way back? I don't know what the hell it was doing over there. That was a deep courier, though. Nonetheless, Shazam happy to take the extra gold, and will be happy to also grab a tier 1 tower here in the top lane.
Maybe it was a misclick or something. They do have... Oh, double?
Oh, going in for Brax here. EMP flies out. There goes the mech. A frenzy of icicles will rain, but she ends up getting dropped down. Now they look for Smash here, making it to the high ground. That's going to be tracked. More gems all over the deck here. TC, though, is able to clear up the double kill for himself, taking down 3 all day from the Elite Wolf side. It looks like Evo's going to be able to make it away, but Brax, again, pulling out big work, not even having to use the wall. This is going to be an also tier 2 takedown. This huge surplus of money continues to come the way of Shazam.
And look at Evo missing the bounty. His all eyes are kind of focused on ratting and trying to kill this, but little does he know, TC just TP'd in the bottom lane.
Oh, god damn it. Runs back and will be able to TP away from trouble. Well, the rest of Shazam, they make their way out from their push, and will even take some gold along the way here. But this is now a BKB being complete for Mojo. Force Staff is on the way here for Jason. And the gem is back in the hands here of Savage once more. So he's going to be happy with that, and he has about 1k gold. Mid lane, they're moving for Mojo here. Fissure, but they got the blink out courtesy of that refraction. And now Jason just hustling in there, drops it obs right in front of everybody, and then makes it out from trouble with the help of a surge. Vacuum back from Brax now, and there is huge damage coming out. That's going to easily take down the Crystal Maiden. A swap back to get Mystico. He'll get tracked up, and he will be taken down. Savage will pick up that one with the help of a Shuriken, and
price on your head.
That's more gold again coming the way of Shazam. Now 26 to 12. Their net worth goes up to 15k.
These tracks are doing so much work for them in the mid game. It's just SVG setting up everything. Early game aggression, mid game's perfect. So far, it's tempo control. I think he's sniped 2 couriers this game too, and that's luxury at this state. They're just so far ahead in all the items department. They have the BKB not even on Mojo, as you talked about, and they're just pressing forward. Finally, after 2 minutes of having it, he's gonna fly it out up to almost 2k now. So it's gonna be curious to see what he goes for against E.Wolves lineup. It's really nice to have a assault on your team, and I wouldn't even put it past Mojo to get it. Obviously, he might go just for that Moon Shard, but I'm gonna be curious to see if he wants to go back for the AC, because it's really good against the Lifestealer and the Lone Druid.
Yeah, it is possible here. Or they might just go for the, classic dataless true right-click damage, but I wouldn't mind an assault for the extra utility. And as Ewo just kind of tries to crunch back this mid lane a bit, they will make the jump. They're going to try to get the burst fire on this bear, vacuum back, and that is it. The bear will go down. Do they have a new summon? They do, but this is going to be it for the bear. Haunt goes out. TC tries to commit towards this mid lane, but will not be able to get the catch, but they spot out a lone little Crystal Maiden here. She heads up north and is able to juke away a bit from the trouble, and the rest of the team will be able to rendezvous with her and safely escort her back home. So Haunt was committed for it. Shazam, though, still feel like they have the better fight with wall at the ready, swaps good to go. With a Force Staff, I think that they feel comfortable about making their move. Ooh, there's a bounce, Shuriken. Oh man, they just slaughter down the Earthshaker, maybe a bit too far out, but nonetheless, that's no echo for them to defend with. And now a man fight does break out. Swap back save for Morjo, rather. Jason will hand over his own life, and the rest of Shazam will make their retreat here. Opting to not wait for the Roche and get the Aegis. They just wanted to kind of make their move in for the mid lane. I mean, was that the right call? Are they okay with that, or do you think Shazam could have played that one a bit differently?
They just try to put pressure on, and then once the BKB was dwindling down, that was a really good swap, and they just need to back out. You can't fight without it. The Invoker's just going to be too annoying, and he's going to be able to control the team fights really well. And they just need to back off and wait for Roche. Maybe back up and wait for BKB, and then smoke gank would be a good play from Shazam. As for Elite Wolves, they just desperately need to get up to their next items. Is going to be the biggest thing. You need Ewo to start putting out the physical DPS. You want him to. He's only 5th in net worth right now. He doesn't have the Radiance for himself, so he can't really split push on his own. He doesn't have the physical DPS as well as in these teams fights, and they're just doing some crazy shit right now. Excuse my language. This is just weird right now.
I mean, they are feeling pretty damn frisky. Both of them now tracked up. Trap will connect. They split, and the commitment will be for Smash. He does have that new Ghost Scepter, but that's all he has, and he will be easily taken care of. Unstoppable now for Mojo. Now they wonder where the hell the other target went, but back to base. Ewo makes it into the fountain. They should be able to see it. And
I mean,
now
you have Haunt. You have Haunt, and you have a bounty hunter that's been everywhere on your side of the map constantly this game. Nowhere in my mind is that ever a good play, but
yeah. I guess feeling like this game may be far out from their reach, and we're hoping for high risk, high reward kind of pickups here. I would agree with you. Not the smartest task. And now here comes Shazam, looking to siege into the high ground. Mojo really putting it in right now. They could also double back for the Roche, which is soon to come up, but they have the trap there, and they can see that it's a long, long timer. And they can't ascend into the high ground quite yet. So they'll head up towards the Roche area, wait it out. There's even a DD rune waiting for them, so this will be a really fast Roche if they go there. Either way, they'll wait in the meantime, and this freaking Granite Golem almost goes down. Jumping from Jason. There's a vacuum back from Brax. Nice wall. Echo follow-up, though. First to go down will be the precious little Lifestealer. Van going to be out of the picture now. Brax eating a lot of damage from the bear, while E.Wolves getting focus fire now from Mojo. And that's a triple kill for MSS. And as you said, could quickly just be the game here. Would not be surprised if the towel was thrown in. Shazam have a lot. They could push into the base right now and then pull back for Roche after. And that fight didn't go good. I don't imagine any fight in the future going any better unless there's a serious misstep from Shazam.
I'm not seeing it either. Track golds just keep multiplying. It's like, here, let me give you some more. Let me give you some more gold and more level 2 tracks online. And we just have vision, nice swap, and this is a dead.
That Invoker died just as fast as he came back. Soku just like, don't cross this line, but Brax says, I will be happy to pull you our way. And that leads to Mojo getting the easy kill. That will be the game. Shazam pull it out. Dominating fashion here. Finish the game out over with a 25k net worth lead. Their bounty hunter did supply the resources for everyone else. Mojo snowballed, and we had a good time. Shazam now will even the series up, and we're going to be going to a game 3. Hype stuff.
I don't know who that favors in the momentum shift. I mean, since we saw how amazing the Invoker was for game 1, and we didn't feel the rotations coming in from Shazam or as Chris as Elite Wolves, we thought that they could have the win. But whoever me and Dakota are going to pick next, it's going to be the opposite. So
Absolutely.
That's who you guys should vote for, and that's that's the truth.
All right, so with that said, go out, get a snack, but be sure to come back because we're going to be heading into game number 3 for BTS Americas 4. It's Elite Wolves versus Shazam. We'll see you soon.